Hi everyone, Jan Fursdon here again from Fursdon House. I have been very busy. Ever since I got back from Germany, I've been playing around in my studio because I missed working on it. And what you see before me here are something new that I've tried out. I've been working on my pressed flower cards, but as many of you may know, I love to write, and there's no space to write on those cards. So what I've done is something slightly different. And I have 11 packets here. They will all be for sale on my Etsy shop. I'll put the link up later. But I want to hurry up and go through all of these. And then that way you can see what they are. So let me just kind of gather them up. I'm just going to put them here. And of course I don't have my ruler, so let me just grab it right quick. Two of the envelopes are slightly smaller than the others due to me not measuring correctly. But I don't know if I'm going to be able to do all this together or not. Anyway, yeah, let's do it this way. I'll get it figured out in a minute. So, first envelope is 7.5 by 10. And it's a decorative envelope. I've tied it with some decorative lace that you can use yourself. The lace is about, let's see, 12 and 24, about 36 inches long. Again, you can use that on something else. All of the envelopes have velcro closures. So there's the front of the envelope. Here's the reverse. And inside are my pressed flower cards. I hope I'm in focus. Now is not a good time to figure that one out. But so what I've done, this part you're used to seeing, the pressed flower card. So I've got the name of the flower. In this case, this is ironweed and clover, and these came from Gallatin, Tennessee. But I've put a little, sort of like a mini notepad here, so that it's journal space now. And under each pad, some are on the right, some are on the left, there is a pocket, so that you can also put other things in here that you want. So there's the pocket. And so now we have the best of both worlds. We have a pressed flower card and a pocket and a place to write. So there's this one. I can't talk very well, obviously. And here we have a clover. And again, it's the same amount of space. Some of it's wider, some of it's more narrow. It just depends on how the card came out. And there's the pocket. And again, you can slide things in there. They're a little bit larger, of course, because they've had to make room for the space. Here's some with the little paper booklet, if you will, on the right side. And this is Paradigm Hosta and Clover. And again, there's your pocket. I love pockets. I like putting things in pockets. And this is a Cosmos. And again, there's your tea-stained and coffee-stained paper. And underneath is the pocket. So that's the first envelope. I'm just going to quickly go through each one of them. And here's the second one. This one's a little bit larger, but not as large as the others. It is 8 inches by 9¼ inches. Lace is just tied on. All of the lace is the same length, about 36 inches long. Velcro closures on all of them. So here's the front of or depends on which way you want to look at it. Could be the front or the back, but there's the one side of the envelope, and then there's the other. You can see there. And then in this one we have, and every one of the envelopes have 4 of the large cards. We have ligustrum, I think that's how you pronounce it. And a little pad of paper in the pocket. This one is honeysuckle, my all-time favorite flower. I love it, love it, love it. Oh goodness, it is my all-time favorite. And I like a lot of flowers, but nothing beats a good honeysuckle. And here we have the Lenten rose. That does really well. I love the way it comes out. Again, the paper and the pocket. And all of these, of course, have space. I'm not even sure if I've been showing you the back side, but they all have, you know, the same design on the back as on the front. So in some, if they're light enough, you can even write there if you want, but that's up to you. And here we have the cream rose. pocket there underneath the little pad. Okay, so that is that one. It's going to get fun here. Oh, 2 Christmas ones, or using decorative Christmas paper. There we are. And this, the rest of them are this size, and that is 8 by 10. So I'm not going to do any more measuring. So 8 by 10, and there you can see. And then here we are. We have a larger cream rose. And again, there's your... Oh, I'm sorry. This one does not have a pocket. I'd forgotten that. There are 3 red ones that do not have a pocket. And then we have... Here's this one. This is Speedwell. And there's the pocket there. In the reverse. And this is a fiddlehead fern. Fiddlehead is when it's in this shape, and that's right before it spreads out, and it's really neat. And there's your pocket in reverse. And this one is crepe myrtle. And again, your pocket, pad of paper, and the reverse. Okay, let's see where there we go. Try and keep this in somewhat of an order. And here's the other Christmas design paper. Let me see here. And inside this one we have Spiderwort. I love some of these names. And the pocket. We have Cosmos. Cosmos is a beautiful flower to dry and press because it really maintains that color. There's your pocket there. It probably maintains color better than all of the others. This one is a red Japanese maple. Japanese maple is, we've got green and red. My favorite's the green and my husband's is the red. So he's the gardener, so he planted both. There's your pocket, and then of course the reverse. And this one is a Chinese fringe flower. My grandmother would be so impressed that I can actually name all of these flowers now, because I've never been able to do it until now, really. But I'm having a lot of fun with it, so she would be pleased. Okay. And there's the front. The reverse. And here we have purple azalea. In the pocket. We have the curly leaf fern pocket. Here is Queen Anne's lace, which is also known as bishop's lace. Hundreds of years ago they did, there's your pocket. In Europe they had very high fancy ruffled collars for the nobility and what have you, and they looked like, and they were made of lace, and so that's where the Queen Anne's lace or bishop's lace got started, the name for the flower, because it's so lacy looking. Mexican heather, another favorite of mine, because it grows. It's easy to grow, and it grows a long time. It starts in the spring, and you can keep it way through the fall. So that's this one, and let's see, whoopsie daisy, get back over there. And here we have another one. This one we have pink phlox. A little pad of paper, the envelope, pocket. I'll get it out eventually, and then I'll drop it for you. And here is a fern and a pansy. Pocket here. A little pad of paper. Queen Anne's lace again. With a little pad of paper. Pocket. There's the reverse. And here we have some cedar. This one does not have a pocket. There's your pad of paper. And there's the reverse. The majority of the covers are done in the Tim Holtz paper. There's the reverse of this one. The other, I'm not even sure where it came from. If I can find it, I will put what I used below so that you know what kind of paper I used. But the majority of these that look like this is from a Tim Holtz packet. But again, I'll put that down below. Purple clover. And then there's the pad of paper with the pocket. There's reverse. All of the cards have been stained with ink. And some of it, this is a great way to use up small scraps of paper. Some of the paper, the majority of the paper is tea dyed, coffee dyed. This is the fern. Turned out beautifully. So pretty. A lot of detail. And here we have more pink phlox. And there's the pocket. And the reverse. And here is a wildflower. I could not figure out what the name of it was. Tiny little cream flowers, and I just love them, so they did really well. And so its official name now is wildflower. And there's your pocket. And there's the reverse. Okay. These two over here. Slightly different lace, but again the same length, 36 inches. So again, you can use that for any of your other projects because it does not need the lace to keep it closed. They are velcro closures. And then here we go. You can see it. And in this one we have Cosmos, the paper pocket, and there's the reverse, and the clover, Cosmos, and Trillium, 3 different flowers. There's the purple clover from Gallatin, Tennessee. The Trillium is the yellow, and the Cosmos, it's much darker, it's smaller, it's more of a bud. And then of course you have the paper and the pocket and the reverse. And here's another flower that's beautiful. It keeps its color really well, and that's the purple cone flower. And there's your pocket and the reverse. And the paper. And a dogwood. And then there's your pocket there. And then the reverse. Let's see, this one is next. Inside this one we have ironweed, paper, pocket, and reverse. I'm going to get really good at saying that. Paper, pocket, and reverse. This is more honeysuckle. This one is the final third red one that does not have a pocket on it. This is crepe myrtle again. Little paper pad. And then the reverse. Here's another flower. We could not discover what it was, so we called it wildflower too. I love wildflowers anyway. I love them, seeing them grow along the road and So pretty. Okay. And we are almost through. Here's one that's a little bit more feminine. And inside this one we have the passion flowers. They lose their color when you dry them. They were a cream and purple, but they still have such an interesting shape that I was really pleased with them. And the passion flower is also known as mock apricot, and it is also the Tennessee state flower, I found out. So now you know. Queen Anne's lace, again also known as bishop's lace. Pocket and reverse. This is vinca. The neat thing about this, it was a happy little surprise. When I put it into the press, it went in as bright pink raspberry with a bright white center. And the color changed. Didn't bleach out, it just changed to purple and cream. So that was a neat little thing. And here we have a mimosa, one of the few that I have left before the next season. I think they're so sweet. They remind me of those dandelion puffballs that my husband hates when I want to blow them and, you know, blow it all over the yard and then make lots more. He does not appreciate that in the slightest. Of course, he's the one that mows the lawn, so I can understand it. And then the final one is using, I'm not sure what they call this. It's not twine. Oh goodness, don't remember. But anyway, you can see it. It's roping. I don't know. I know it has a better name than what I'm giving it, but I'm blank right now. And then there's the front and the reverse. I'm not sure if it's showing up on camera, but you can see there's a slight sheen to some of the design in there, and it's really neat. But again, I'm not sure if you can tell that or not. I'm not sure. Did I show you the front? There we go. With the flap up. And then here we have the Morning Glory. I remember as a kid we grew cotton, and my father hated Morning Glory because of course it grew in the cotton. And trying to separate that was monstrous. So he did not appreciate that very much at all. And here we have a Paradigm Hosta. And we have some more of the vinca. And again, it went in as raspberry and white, came out purple and cream. And that's okay. Here's your pocket. The reverse. And here we have dianthus, also known as pinks, and vinca. It's a different kind of vinca. This one actually started off as purple. And there's your pocket. There you go. So that is 11 different packets. As I said, they're all going to be for sale on my Etsy shop, and I'll put that link below. If you would, I appreciate it if you subscribe to my channel. It'll let you know what I'm doing and what I'm doing next and what's coming up. If you have any questions, please feel free to let me know. And if you can recognize any of the, quote, wildflowers and know what their names are, please let me know. I hope you're having a blessed day. You take care, and I'll put all the necessary links down below in the description section. Take care. Bye-bye.